We shall say prayers now. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami, Dudayambi Buddham saranam gacchami, Dudayambi Dhammam saranam gacchami, Dudayambi Sangham saranam gacchami, Tadayambi Buddham saranam gacchami, Tadayambi Dhammam saranam gacchami, Tadayambi Sangham saranam gacchami. Panati bata veramani sikabadam samadhiyami. Adinna dana veramani sikabadam samadhiyami. Kame sumeja jara veramani sikabadam samadhiyami. Musavada veramani sikabadam samadhiyami. Suramiraya majjapama dathana veramani sikabadam samadhiyami. Amabandi sadhu sadhu sadhu. Today we shall go to chapter 3. Chapter 3, most of you have the books, so you can look at your book. So it is called miscellaneous section, Pakinaka. So in this section, consciousness and mental factors will be compiled according to feeling roots, etc. And also we shall see some interrelation between mentality and materiality. Now we go to the first, the topic we call Vedana Sangaha. So Sangaha means summary. Here Chittas and Chaitasikas will be compiled briefly in accordance with feeling. In accordance with feeling. Now the Buddha classifies feeling in two ways. A classification according to sense objects. So in this case, there are only three types of feeling. We call Sukha Vedana is pleasant feeling. Experience when in contact with pleasant, desirable sense objects. So when we come in contact with pleasant and desirable sense objects, we get the pleasant feeling that is called Sukha Vedana. Dukkha Vedana is painful feeling. Experience when in contact with unpleasant and undesirable sense objects. So we have the experience So when we are in contact with unpleasant, undesirable sense objects, then we have painful feeling. Then Upekha Vedana is neutral feeling, which is neither pleasant nor painful. It is experienced when in contact with neither pleasant nor unpleasant sense objects. So according to three types of sense objects, we get three types of feeling. And the second classification is according to controlling faculty. So when the Buddha described the 22 controlling faculties, he includes 5 types of the feeling. So these 5 types of feeling we have seen in the Chaita chart that associate with all the Chaitas. So these are the 5 feelings actually. So we just review our memory. We just read together these 5 types of feeling. Somanasa Vedana, pleasant mental feeling. Domanasa Vedana, painful mental feeling. Sukha Vedana, pleasant bodily feeling. And Dukkha Vedana, painful bodily feeling. And Upekha Vedana, indifferent or neutral feeling. So if we compare these 2 classifications, in classification A, so Sukha implies pleasant feeling both in mind and body, while Dukkha implies painful feeling both in mind and body. So here the Buddha does not differentiate between mental feeling and bodily feeling. So now in classification B, the Sukha is divided into Somanasa and Sukha, and Dukkha is divided into Domanasa and Dukkha. So here Somanasa is pleasant mental feeling and Sukha is pleasant bodily feeling. And Dukkha, we say it is the painful bodily feeling, and Domanasa is painful, pleasant mental feeling. So, here he differentiates between the mental feeling and bodily feeling. So in that case, we should ask the question, when we have, say, pleasant bodily feeling, don't we get pleasant mental feeling also? Yes, most of the time we have. The same thing when we have the pleasant bodily feeling, we also have pleasant mental feeling. And vice versa. If you have pleasant mental feeling, so you also have pleasant bodily feeling. This is generally true. But according to this classification, even you are having pleasant bodily feeling, you may have painful mental feeling. For example, the rich men, they can live very luxurious. They can make their body very comfortable, with air conditioner, with pleasant sofas and all the food, and all the entertainment. So they can make their body to be pleasant. But if they have many business affairs, and some are not, some business are not going well, so they have to be worried about these business affairs, so they will have the painful mental feeling. For example, when the economic depression, the stock and share goes down and they lost a lot of money, billions of money. So however you make your body comfortable, you will have painful mental feeling. You will have dosa, mula, chaita arising, accompanied by painful mental feeling. The same way, if that rich man has no control over his wife went to play mahjong every day, so he would be very unhappy. And then, For example, his daughter went for tuition, to the tuition class, and she didn't arrive, even at nightfall. And even the next day she didn't arrive. What would happen to the rich man? So, great worry and great mental, the painful feeling. And we also can have pleasant mental feeling, though we are having painful bodily feeling. Can you give some example? Though we are having painful bodily feeling, we can have pleasant mental feeling. Like those, the walkers, especially the walkers who get their wages by the amount of the goods they carry. So, like in Myanmar, we have many such walkers. So they have to carry, for example, heavy rice bags onto the ship again and again. So at the noontime, so when the sun is very hot, so they have to climb the stair to get to the ship. So that means they are having, they are perspiring, they are also very tired. So that means they have painful bodily feeling. But they are joking with each other, and they are smiling, and they are very happy, because they have the thought, now today we have good work, so I will get a lot of wages. So I can buy the rice, the oil, all the essential things that we need in the house. So for them they have to work for their daily living. So when they get a good earning that day, though they have to work very hard, they are very happy, very happy. And during the Buddha's, there are in the chronicle, so a group of monks, after they took the meditation from the teacher, so they went to the forest to meditate. So a group of them. So though when they meditate in the forest, they don't sit together. They sit, one person under one tree, so quite far away. And a big tiger came and carried one monk almost every night. So that monk who was carried by the tiger, he didn't make any noise, any voice. Unless he might disturb those meditators. So I should not complain or call for help, because they are meditating, I will disturb them. So they are eaten by the tiger. So on the full moon days, the monks got together. So they have to recite together on the full moon day. So the elder monk told them, oh, why our group becomes very less now? Because there was a big tiger. The tiger carried one monk almost every night. Well, in that case, we better carry some sticks. Keep some sticks with you. So if the tiger carry you, you make the voice. And then you let other people know. Then we will chase the tiger away. So now, while they are meditating, the tiger came again. So carry one monk. So that monk, he made the announcement. The tiger is carrying me. The tiger is carrying me. So all the monks, they got up from their meditation. They took the sticks and they tried to chase, to frighten the tiger. And the tiger actually he ran, carrying that man. And there was a very deep cliff. And the tiger, it is very big, it can jump. Carrying that man, he jumped over the other side of the cliff. So the other monks cannot follow anymore. So they just encourage that monk. Now, Bhante, please try to meditate. Please try to meditate. Just try to be mindful of your meditation. So they encourage only that. So, that monk, he took this encouragement. So, while he was meditating, he might already attain the jhana. And he may be doing the vipassana meditation. So, when he had the encouragement, so he developed the jhana again. So when they are very skillful in the jhana, they can develop almost instantly. So when you are in the jhana, you don't know about the biting of the tiger anymore. And then you have to come out from the jhana, to do the vipassana meditation, to concentrate on the mentality, materiality arising and dissolving invariably. And then you reflect, anicca, impermanence, dukkha, suffering, anatta, non-self. So he keep on the vipassana meditation. So when he was well concentrated and well absorbed in this meditation, he didn't know that the tiger is eating him anymore. The tiger started eating him from the legs, from the toes. From the toes and the legs, and then when it comes to the thigh, the two thighs, he attained the first enlightenment. So that means he attained Sotapaddi, Megha and Phala, and he became a stream winner. So he keep on meditation again. So after you attain become stream winner, you can reflect on vipassana again. Try to reflect again. So the tiger was eating him. So when it comes to the belly, he attained the second Megha and Phala, he became a once returner. Then he continued with his meditation. The tiger is also eating him. So when it comes to the chest, he attained the third Megha and Phala, and he became a non-returner. Again he keep on meditation. So the tiger is eating him. So when it was about to eat the heart, then he attained Arhata, Megha and Phala, and he became an Arahat. So this is a very good example. Though the body is very painful, you can be mentally very happy, pleasant. So with the attainment, so he is very pleasant. When you become anagami, non-returner or arahat, the perfect one, you are not afraid of death anymore. You are not afraid of death anymore. Even having this body and mind is for them is regarded as a heavy burden. A heavy burden to carry this body and mind. So you have to look after this body and mind all the time throughout the year and try to feed it, take care of it. So for them, they are not afraid of the death. Because when they die, they will be like the non-returner will be reborn in the Brahma realm as the Brahma. And Arahat, when they die, they will go to Nibbana. So they are going to the better place. So no need to be afraid anymore. Now, according to these 5 feelings, now we are going to classify the consciousness according to these 5 types of feeling. And actually we have already done that at the end of chapter 1. So in your book at the end of chapter 1, you can see the table 1.1. So Byaku is page 60. Page 60, and we have to go back to chapter 1. And actually here in this chart, we also describe all the chetas together with the feeling associated with them. So this chart, you can see at the end of your chapter 1. So we have the 5 types of the feeling here, and these are the chetas. So we say among the 12, the akusala cheta. So we say 4 are somanasa, And 6 are upekha, 2 are domanassa. So we put in here 4 somanassa, 2 domanassa, 6 upekha. And among the 18 hetuka citta, we have only 2 somanassa. And 1 dukkha, 1 sukha, and the rest, 14 are upekha. So, 2 somanassa, 14 upekha, 1 sukha, 1 dukkha, and 18. These are the total. And among the 24 kama sovana, 12 are somanassa, 12 are upekha. So this group, so plus 4, 4, 4, 12. 12 somanassa, 12 upekha. So if you add this up, you get the kama vajra citta 54. So among these 54 kama vajra citta, 18 are somanassa, 2 domanassa. So we are just adding these 32 upekha, 1 sukha, 1 dukkha. Now in the 27 mahekata citta, you have the plus 4, 4, 4, 12, and minus 3 here and 12 here, 15. So we have 12 somanassa, 15 upekha. Now if you add these two, you get 81 lokiya citta, mundane consciousness. So you can add them. So we say there are 32, 47, 1 here. And in a lokuttara citta, so the brief method, the lokuttara citta can associate with either somanassa or upekha. So we just skip them. So among the 40, we have here plus 4, 4, 4 times 16. Also 16 here, so you get 32 plus and 8 minus. That means 32 somanassa and 8 upekha. So now when you add up, for in the total number 121, so we have 62 somanassa, 2 domanassa, 55 upekha, 1 sukha, 1 dukkha. So we shall read, so there is only one consciousness that associates with the sukha, pleasant bodily feeling. Only one. So what is this consciousness? You can see from here that is this one. How do you call this? So this is, you give the name from here. Ahetuka kusala vipaka. Rootless moral resultant. Dukkha sahakatam kaya vijnana citta. And also there is only one consciousness that are associated with painful bodily feeling. And what is that consciousness? Akusala vipaka dukkha sagatam kaya vijnana citta. And there are 2 consciousness that are associated with domanassa, painful bodily mental feeling. They are the 2 dosa mula cittas. So in the case of somanassa, there are 62 citta. So this we can read from here. So we say, we just read here, 18 kama somanassa citta. And then we go to the 12 mahekata somanassa citta. So we already get 30. And then 32 lokuttara somanassa citta. So we just take this 32 lokuttara somanassa citta. These are the 12, the mahekata somanassa citta, and 18 here. So altogether we get 62 citta that associate with somanassa. Now how many associate with upekha? 55. What are the cittas? So among the kama citta, we have 32. Among mahekata citta, 15. Among lokuttara citta, 8. So how do you call it? 32 kama upekha citta, 15 mahekata upekha citta, and 8 lokuttara upekha citta. So that's all. That is what we have already done. So we go back to page 95. So in your book, we described those reading. We say Sukha Vedana, pleasant bodily feeling, associated with only one Chaita, and that is Ahituka Kusala Vipaka Sukha Sakatam Kaya Vinyana Chaita. And also only one Chaita that associates with Dukkha Vedana, that is the Akusala Vipaka Dukkha Sakatam Kaya Vinyana Chaita. Domanasa Vedana associated with the two dosa mula Chaita. And Somanasa associated with 62 Chaita, and Upika with 55 Chaitas. This you already know already actually. And when we have classified Chaita according to Vedana, according to feeling, and we should also know the mental factors that associate with this Sukha Sagatam Gaya Vijnana Chaita will also associate with the Sukha Vedana, pleasant bodily feeling. And for example, the mental factor that associate with the two dosa mula Chaita will also associate with Domanasa Vedana. So that means we also know classification of mental factors according to feeling. So now we can go to the next topic we call Hetu Sangaha. And again, this you already know. Hetu means the roots. Hetu means the roots. And there are 6 types of root. Hetu. Immoral roots. We also call them Akusala Hetu, immoral roots. So they are, what are they? Lobha, Dosa, Moha. And there are 3 moral roots, Kusala Hetu. What are they? Alobha, Adosa, Moha. And we have indeterminate roots here. Abhyagata Hetu. So they are the same as this Kusala Hetu. Again, Alobha, Adosa, Moha. So this Abhyagata, so we explain below here. Abhyagata means indeterminate, that is neither determined as karmically wholesome nor unwholesome. Vipaka Chaita and Kriya Chaitas, together with their concomitants, mean their mental factors, are not termed or named as Abhyagata because they do not have karma properties. So yesterday I also told you, I say only Kusala, Akusala Chaita have karma properties. And Vipaka Chaita and Kriya Chaita do not have karma properties, so they are called Abhyagata, indeterminate. So up to this, the 30 Asobana Chaita. So these 18 are rootless, they don't have any roots. And these 12 immoral consciousness, they have only immoral roots. So all the rest, except this 30, we say these are beautiful. Beautiful consciousness, Sobana Chaita. So they associate with beautiful roots. The beautiful root means Alobha, Adosa, Amoha. So that Alobha, Adosa, Amoha, they associate both with moral minds and also with the Vipaka, resultant consciousness, and also with the functional consciousness. So when they associate with Kusala Chaita, they are called moral roots. Alobha, Adosa, Amoha are moral roots, we say. And when they associate with Vipaka Chaita and Kriya Chaita, they are known as Abhyagata roots, indeterminate roots. Okay? Okay. So now, after showing that the root, now we are classify consciousness according to the roots. Now there are 18 Chaitas without roots. So what are they? So they are these 18. We already know from here. The 7 Akusala Vipaka Chaita, 8 Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka Chaita, and 3 Ahetuka Kriya Chaita. So these they should be known to you. Now if you subtract this 18 from the total number of chaitas in brief, the 89, so you get 71. So these 71 chaitas, they have roots. So they are called Sahetuka chaita. Ahetuka means no roots. Sahetuka means with roots. So these 71 chaitas are also again divided into three classes. Eka hetuka chaita, eka means one. So chaita with only one root. So there are two chaitas with only one root. They are the two moha mula chaitas, which have only moha as root. And now dvi hetuka chaita. Dvi means two. So there are 22 chaitas with two roots each. So they are the 8 lobha mula chaitas containing lobha and moha. So remember, moha associate with all immoral consciousness. So this lobha mula chaita, they will have lobha as well as moha as two roots. And the same thing, the two dosa mula chaita will have dosa as root as well as moha as root. So these 10 chaita, they have two roots each. Whereas this moha mula chaita, they have only moha as root, only one root. And now when you go to the 8 maha kusala chaita, so we have 4 of them are jnana samyutta, 4 are jnana vibhuta. Jnana vibhuta means dissociated with wisdom. No wisdom. So amoha is also called the wisdom. So they don't have wisdom, so they will have only two roots. This is the jnana vibhuta chaita. So what are the two roots? Just now we have said three beautiful roots. Kusala hetu. What are 3 kusala hetu? So, I don't know, because I have been telling you so many times, and just now we say, so just now we say the moral roots are alopa, are dosa, are moha, and you don't know that now. It's quite difficult. So we say, these are the immoral roots, akusala hetu. And the moral roots are just, you put A in front of them. Alopa, adosa, amoha. So when they have jnana vibhuta, dissociated with wisdom, so that means they don't have amoha, they have only alopa, adosa, 2 roots. And the same thing here, we have 4, maha vipaka chaita, they are the same. 4 are, the jnana vibhuta, or only 2 roots, and also in Mahakriya also, 4 are jnana vibhuta, only 2 roots. So there are 12, the kama sobhana, jnana vibhuta chaitas. So when we call them collectively, we use this name. So half of them, 12 kama sobhana, jnana vibhuta chaitas, they have only 2 roots each. That is alopa, dosa. And that's what we show in this chart. So in the handout yesterday, chart number 4. So you in the chart number 4 you can see this, and then you please show chart number 3. Chart number 3. So now these are the name of hetu, the name of the root. So we say ahetuka. Ahetuka means rootless. So how many rootless consciousness? How many? Yes, 18. What are these 18? So you should be able to say by heart now, no, but you cannot say. So you look from here. What are they? You just recite from here. 7 akusala vipaka cheta. 8, please read. Ahetuka kusala vipaka cheta. And 3, ahetuka kriya cheta. No, that should be already understood. Now we say eka hetuka. Only one root. So what are the two? There are only 2 cheta with one root. What are they? The 2 moha mula chetas, with moha as the root. So yesterday we explained about the chat number 3. So the 2 moha mula cheta, they have moha chatuka, only moha, it contains in them. So lobha and dosa do not associate with them. So they have only one root. There is moha mula cheta. And now dvihetuka, 2 roots. So there are altogether 22 chetas. What are they? The 8 lobha mula chetas will have lobha moha as root. And the 2 dosa mula cheta will have dosa and moha as root. And then we have here, so 12, kama sovana jnana vipyuta cheta. So they have alobha adosa as root. So it is also based on this chart we have seen yesterday. So we say in the 8 lobha mula cheta, these are the 8 lobha mula cheta. They contain, as they are lobha mula cheta, they also all contain lobha. And also they contain moha, because moha associated with all the 12 in moral consciousness. The same thing in the 2 dosa mula cheta, we have moha as well as dosa, 2 roots. Now when we come to the mahakusala, so in the mahakusala cheta, so we say they associate with all the 19 sovana sadharana cetasikas. So in this 19, they contain alobha adosa. Alobha adosa. So and then the amoha is this panya. Panya. Panya associate only with the first pair, which is somanasa sahakatam. Jnana samyutam. So jnana samyutam, the first pair, associate with amoha. When you come to the second pair, it is jnana vipyutam, do not associate with the wisdom, with panya. So here we have, just we show that. So in the Mahakusala Cheta, so the first pair associate with panya, the second pair do not associate, the third pair associate, the fourth pair associate. So not only you get in Mahakusala only 2 pairs, that is 4. 4 are have only 2 roots. The same thing with Mahavipaka and Mahakriya. So 4 here, 4, 12. 12 of them have only 2 roots, alobha, adosa. And now, tihetuka means 3 roots. So how many cheta with 3 roots? So we have 47 cheta. What are they? So now, how do you read this? So 12 kama sobana jnana samyutta cheta. Now we have already read this, jnana vibhuta, not associated with wisdom. This is jnana samyutta, associated with wisdom. So of the 24, kama sobana, 12 are jnana samyutta and 12 are jnana vibhuta. So we are taking the 12 jnana samyutta here. So you get 12 here, and then we say all 27 Mahakata Cheta and 8 Lokuttara Cheta. They contain the amoha wisdom. So here you go up, the Mahakata Cheta, so just below Mahakata. So all these Mahakata Cheta, they contain the wisdom. So, and then all Lokuttara Cheta contain wisdom. So, we say here, Now Panya actually associate with 47 Chaita. So those 47 Chaita, they will associate with 3 roots. So Alobha, Adosa, Amoha. So that's all. Okay, now we are classifying the consciousness according to roots, and based on this, on this roots. So you should know that if there is no roots, the consciousness would be less stable. When they have only one root, it is quite weak. 2 roots, but it is stronger, and it is more stable. 3 roots, so they are very stable, and they are very strong. So just like the tree, the tree without roots will tumble very easily. If they have many roots, so then it will be stable. And later on we shall see now. So when we described about human beings, about their rebirth consciousness, so their rebirth consciousness also associated with these roots. Then we also differentiate the living beings according to root. So rootless person, and then we will have 2 rooted person and 3 rooted person later on, and you will find out whether you are the 2 rooted or 3 rooted. Okay, now we go to the next topic. The next topic is, so it is the new one now. We call it Kicca Sangaha. So Kicca means function. Means function. So, and there are 14 functions. 14 functions performed by various consciousnesses. And we are going to classify this consciousness according to the function they perform. So now we described the 14 functions first. So now it's quite interesting. So number 1, the first function is Patisanti Kicca. So remember, Kicca means function. So be familiar with it. And Patisanti means rebirth. So we call this rebirth function. So, or it is linking the past life with the present life. We also already know about the rebirth, to be reborn in the new existence. When you are born in the new existence, you begin with the rebirth consciousness, and that rebirth consciousness perform this rebirth function. The rebirth function. So when you are conceived in the new existence will begin. So it is similar to linking the past existence with the present existence. So it is called Patisanti, linking consciousness. Now the next one, number 2, is Bhavinga Kicca. Bhavinga is life continuum. So it is called life continuum function, to continue the formation of life stream incessantly till death. So I think you better see chart number 9. So you all have all those 10 charts at the back of your book. So those who have the book, so we attach the charts with you. So chart number 9. So the bottom one. So the bottom one we describe the consciousness that arises in one existence. So when you are conceived in your mother's womb, in this existence, you begin your life with this rebirth consciousness. So the karma, so one, as you have done meritorious deeds in the past, you have many good karmas in your mental stream. So one of that good karma, and it is usually Mahakusala karma, no, one Mahakusala karma, conditions you to be reborn, no, in this new existence. Now when that karma produces its result, it will produce its resultant consciousness one after another. No? So from the time you are conceived till the time you die. So it will produce its resultant consciousness one after another, continuously, without any lapse in time. No? One consciousness, as soon as this consciousness dissolves, another consciousness rises. So no lapse in time. No? So if your karma is, say, no, the number one Mahakusala karma, then, no, your resultant consciousness would be number one Mahavipaka Citta. So this Mahavipaka Citta, no, will be produced one after another. So only this number one Mahavipaka Citta, no, is produced throughout your life. And the first Mahavipaka Citta, as it performs rebirth function, we call it, no, rebirth consciousness, Patisandhi Citta. And the subsequent, no, the resultant consciousness, they perform Bhavinga function, we call life continuum function, no, to continue your life, no, to continue your life, no, your life existence. So if the Citta, no, do not arise, no, does not arise, then you will die. So, no, as the Citta arise one after another, so they keep you alive. They keep you alive. So we call them life continuum. In Pali we call Bhavinga Cittas. So, no, all these are Bhavinga Citta. So we say when we are not aware of any other thing, only Bhavinga Citta will keep arising. No, so when you are asleep, Bhavinga Citta arising. And now, even though, no, you are listening to my teaching, so, no, so there are times that you don't know anything. So at that time, Bhavinga Citta will be arising. Especially if you are sleepy, only Bhavinga Citta will be arising. Then you don't know, you don't hear what I say, you don't know anything. So that is Bhavinga Citta, no, keep arising. And then the last one is Chuti Citta, because it is Mahavipaka Citta. And when this consciousness, the last resultant consciousness dissolve, you die. So, no, because that we call it dead consciousness. Chuti Citta means dead consciousness. So, no, this the function, this function is performed by this Mahavipaka Citta. No, all these three functions. We say, no, the rebirth function, life continuum function, and death function. No, they are performed by Mahavipaka Citta, no, for human beings and celestial beings. No? Okay, now you can understand now. So we go back to the function. So we are on page 97. So now we explain to you the Bhavinga function. Now the three is Vachana Kecha is apprehending function. No? To confront the sense object and to direct the consciousness stream to that object. So this Vachana Kecha is performed by these two consciousness. And they have the name Vachana in their name. No? So we call this Pancha Dwara Vachana. So Pancha Dwara Vachana. No? So Pancha Dwara is 5 door. Vachana is this one. Vachana apprehending function. No? So we say if the sense object appears in one of these 5 doors, so it is always Pancha Dwara Vachana to confront, no, that sense object. So if the sense object appears in the mind door, so Mano Dwara Vachana, Mano Dwara plus Avachana. So this one, it performs no, this avajjana function, apprehending or confronting, no, with the sense object. Now number 4 is dasana keja, is seeing function, to see the object, and savana keja, hearing function, to hear the sound, gayana keja, smelling function, to smell the object, and sayana keja, tasting function, to taste the object, pusana keja, touching function, to touch the object, and sampadechana keja, receiving function, to receive the sense object. Santirana keja, investigating function, to investigate, not the sense object. And also the 2 chaita, not that perform this function, they have the same name. So we call these 2 sampatechana chaita. So that means they receive the sense object, that is observed by eye consciousness, ear consciousness, etc. So they receive the sense object. And then we have 3 santirana chaita. So santirana, so we say investigating function, consciousness. So they perform this investigating function. So and then Vattapana keja is determinant function, to determine whether the sense object is good or bad. And this Vattapana, determining function, is performed by Mano Dwara Vachana again. So that means Mano Dwara Vachana perform 2 functions. One is a Vachana function, and now is determining function. So actually here we described the chaita that perform this function. This function. So we say Vattapana is performed by, so here Vattapana, so here performed by Mano Dwara Vachana. And now we go to Javana keja, is a perceiving function, to enjoy the taste of the sense object, a perceiving function. And then Tadda Lambana keja, registering function, to continue enjoying the taste of the sense object. Actually it finishes all the function. And 14 is Chuti keja, is that function, the last one. Now we try to read one more, so to be familiar with this name. So most of you have the books, just if you do not have the book. So for you do not have the book, so I don't receive the books again today. So very bad, so and now so that the name of the function and Pali are here. In the chat, your chat number 4 now we are reading. So you have to remember the meaning of them. So now we try to try again. Patisandhi keja is Patisandhi keja is rebirth function. And then the next one, so Bhavinga, Bhavinga, so Bhavinga, this one is Bhavinga. Bhavinga keja is life continuum function. And this is Chuti, you should know now, Chuti keja is the death function. Now here we go to this number 3, Avachana. Avachana function is apprehending function, to confront the sense object and to direct the conscious stream to the object. Now this 5, they are the 5 impressions we see, the 5 sense impression. Dasana keja is seeing function, and savana keja is hearing function, and gayana, gayana keja is smelling function, and sayana keja is tasting function, and pusana keja is touching function. So this, if you know this 5 sense door, so they are actually the function performed by these 5 sense door: seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and touching. No? So these are these 5 functions. Now, Sampadechana, you already know, no? Sampadechana Chaita is receiving consciousness, so receiving function. And Sandhirana, you also know, Sandhirana is investigating function, no? To investigate whether the sense object is good or bad. Now this Vattapana, now Vattapana is determining function to determine whether the sense object is good or bad. And Javana function, no, the Javana function is apperceiving function to enjoy the taste of the sense object. Now, when we enjoy like the movie, etc., so we are enjoying the taste of the sense object, like you are enjoying good food, etc. So that enjoying function is performed by this Javana Kecha. And then Tadda Lambana Kecha, we call them registering function, as they finish off the function of the consciousness. And then it continued enjoying the taste of the sense object. It follows the Javana, and it also enjoys the taste of the sense object. And when you die, then Chuti Kecha will arise, that is the death function. Okay. No, you have to be familiar with this 14 function. Now it's quite interesting. No? These are the Chaita that perform these various functions. So these Chaita are, you can see here, these are 12 Akusala Chaita. 18 are Hituka, rootless consciousness. So 12 Akusala Chaita. So here 12 Akusala Chaita and 18, rootless, the consciousness, and 24 Kama Sovana Chaita, 24 Kama Sovana Chaita, they consist of, so when we say right here, Mahakusala Kriya 16, then you should know it is 8 Mahakusala and 8 Mahakriya. 8 Mahakusala, 8 Mahakriya. And then we have 8 Mahavipaka. And when we say Mahakata Chaita 27, so when we write here Mahekku Kri 18, so what do you understand by this? So that means Mahekga Kusala Chaita 9, Mahekga Kriya Chaita 9. So these are 27 Mahekata Chaita. These are. So there are 9 Kusala Chaita. So we call them 9 Mahekata Kusala Chaita. And 9 Kriya Chaita, and again we call them 9 Mahekata Kriya Chaita. And also there are 9 Mahekata Vipaka Chaita. So we put 9 Mahekata Vipaka Chaita they separately. And now we have the last one is the 8 Lokutara Chaita. Now we are describing only the 89 Chaitas in brief. So now Patisanti Chaita. What is Patisanti? Rebirth. Bhavinga, life continuum. Chuti, death consciousness. They are performed by 19 consciousness. Now what are the 19? Please read. 2 Upekha Sandhirana Chaita. 8 Mahavipaka Chaita. 9 Mahekata Vipaka Chaita. So it's very nice. You have to note them. So when you read them, you have to see where they are from this chart. They all are Vipaka Chaita, the resultant consciousness, the resultant of the past karma, that produce the rebirth and the life continuum. So they all are resultant consciousness. And among Akusala Vipaka, we take only this one. Upekha Sandhirana Chaita. And also among Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka, we also take Upekha Sandhirana. And then we take all Mahavipaka. 8 Mahavipaka. And then when we say 9 Mahekata Vipaka, that means this 9. These 9s are 5 Rupa Vajra Vipaka and 4 Arupa Vajra Vipaka. So, no, 2 Upekha Sandirana, 8 Maha Vipaka, 2 plus 8 you get 10. So this 10 Chaita, no, they will give rebirth. They perform rebirth function, like Konyan function in the sense sphere. No, Kama Vachara means sense sphere. Now we say there are 9 Megada, no, Vipaka Chaita. So this 5 Rupa Vajra Vipaka Chaita, no, they will perform as rebirth function, and then as life continuum, and then finally as death function in the Rupa Brahma realms. No, in the 16 Rupa Brahma realms. So the Brahmas are born with this Chaita. And then, you know, the 4 Arupa Vajra Vipaka Chaita, they are the rebirth consciousness, life continuum, death consciousness of Arupa Brahma. They are 4 Arupa Brahma. So, you know, these are, you know, the Brahmas are born by these Mahakata Vipaka Chaita. Now, you know, these Akusala Vipaka, you know, this consciousness. Akusala Vipaka Upekha Sandirana Chaita. No? So this consciousness is the result of Akusala Karma. No? Akusala Karma, immoral Karma. So where would he give rebirth? If Akusala Karma produce result, where that person will be born? Woeful boats. No? Woeful boats. There are 4 woeful boats. What are they? Animal, no, animal realm, woeful ghosts, demons, and then hell. No? So all these woeful beings, all of them are born with this consciousness. Akusala Vipaka Upekha Sandirana Chaita. No, they are all born with this consciousness. So as this consciousness has no roots, so we call, like the animals, the woeful ghosts, as rootless person. Rootless person. They don't have any root. Okay? Now, the next one. No, Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka Upekha Sandirana Chaita. So, no, this consciousness is the result of Kusala Karma. No, Kusala Vipaka means it is the result of Kusala Karma. No, but it has no roots. No, Ahetuka, no roots. So that means, no, very poor rebirth. So, no, as it is Kusala Karma, no, the rebirth will take place in the sense sphere. Not in the blissful sense sphere, that is either in the human realm and also in the lower Chatu Maharajika realm. So we had earthbound deities. No? So on earth, no? We have many earthbound deities. Only we cannot see. No? Only we cannot see. And also on the trees, no? There are earthbound deities. And then some, no? The close to the, you know, in the sky, close to the earth, no, there are also earthbound deities. So, no, among these earthbound deities, so some of them are very poor. Just like poor ghosts, they say. No, not only poor ghosts are hungry. So these are not among earthbound deities. Some of them are very poor. They don't have anything to eat. They are also just like hungry ghosts, they say. No, so they are, no, so they are born with this, no, the Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka Upekha Sandirana Chaita. And among human beings also, no, those retarded person. No, retarded person means those who are born who could not speak. No, who could not speak. Even if they speak, no, they can speak only 1 or 2 words. If you teach them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, they would be able to say only 1, 2, 3, only then. No, so they cannot speak, they cannot learn. They are very retarded. And those who are born deformed, no, blind, deaf, are also, no, they will be born by this, no, the rebirth consciousness. So, no, because of the poor good karma, bad result. No, so when you are born like that, no, you are very, very low. No, your intelligence is very low. You cannot speak. You cannot learn how to speak. No, you don't know. So you just imagine there are human beings like that. No, we have retarded human beings. And also, no, I say there are, no, the woeful, no, the earthbound deities, the woeful earthbound deities, no place to live, just, no, roaming, walking around. So there are some men with no house, no place to live, just roaming, no, roaming. So the same thing. So now, no, the normal human beings. No, so normal means you have, no, all all your limbs are normal. So normal person. No, so these normal person are born with, no, the one of the 8 Mahavipaka Cheta. No, if you are born with Mahavipaka Jnana Vibhuta Cheta, so you have only 2 roots. So we call you 2-rooted person. No, if you are born with, no, the Mahavipaka Jnana Sambhuta Cheta, then you have 3 roots. No, 3 roots. So when you have 3 roots, no, it includes the wisdom. So you are more intelligent than the 2-rooted person. No, 2-rooted person will be less intelligent. Not less intelligent. So, no, he has the 2-rooted person. No, they will have to try very hard, no, to attain university degree. No, for the 3-rooted person, they are quite intelligent. They can easily attain the university degree. But in meditation, no, if you are 2-rooted person, you can never develop, no, Rupa Vajra Jhana. You can never attain the jhana. Only if you are 3-rooted, you attain the jhana. No, you attain the jhana. So quite different. No, quite different. So, no, you cannot attain, if you are 2-rooted, you cannot attain the jhana, and you cannot attain the megha and phala. So you cannot become a noble person. Now, however much you try in this life, you cannot become a noble person, and you don't get the jhana. So if you are 3-rooted, you can attain the jhana. You can develop the jhana, and you can become noble person. No, noble person. So what do you think you are? Just try to think, oh, I am 3-rooted. So usually, no, I used to answer, well, if you understand Abhidhamma up till now, what I teach you, you are 3-rooted. Now, what happens if you do not understand? So even though you do not understand, no, actually, we cannot say you are you are 2-rooted. We cannot say that. No, because you don't exert, no, the right effort. No, because your effort is weak. No, you don't reread. No, you don't listen very carefully. No, so then you don't understand. No, you don't understand. And the same thing in meditation. Now, if you attain the jhana, definitely you are 3-rooted. No? 3-rooted. But if you don't attain the jhana, no, we cannot say, no, that you are 2-rooted. We cannot say just because you do not attain the jhana. No, because your method of meditation will not be correct. And you are not exerting the right effort. So if you don't exert the right effort and the right method, no, you cannot get the jhana. So though you don't attain the jhana, we cannot say you are two-rooted. We cannot say. No? So during the time, not during the time of the Buddha. Oh yes, it is during the time of the Buddha, correct. No, so like in Isawati, there is a very rich family. They have only one daughter. So they are afraid that their daughter might run away with some the ordinary person. So they keep their daughter on the 7th floor. So it is 7-story building. And they ask a young man to send the food to her every day. So she fell in love with that man and she ran away with that man. No? So the family, they have low wisdom actually. No? So if they they let their daughter to be in contact just with one man, so she will fall in love. She will fall in love and finally she run away with her. So they ran away to a very far village. They live there, so the man has to walk. Has to walk. So to support his wife. And now in time she got pregnant. And when she was come to near the due date, so she requested her husband, I want to go back to my mother, to my parents. Please send me to my parents' house. Because in the old time, to deliver the child is very dangerous for the woman. So if you cannot deliver the child in the normal way, so the mother will die. So she is afraid. But the man, he said, oh, I will send you tomorrow. I will send you tomorrow. They say tomorrow never ends. So he promised, he dare not send her to the parent. Because as soon as she sent her, he thought, oh, they will take back their daughter. And I will lose my wife. So he just postponed. So this lady, well, my husband will not send me, so I have to go alone. So one morning when the husband went to work, she started the journey to her parents' house. So only in the evening the husband came. When he did see his wife, he asked the neighbor. So they said she's already going. So he tried to follow his wife. So he has to run and he has to walk very fast. And only at nightfall, when it becomes night, he met her on the halfway. Halfway between the village and that Savatthi city. So now as she has walked the whole day, now she get the motion. She got the motion and she delivered the child. Fortunately she delivered the child quite easily. So when the child was delivered, the husband said, now you have already delivered the child. No need to go back to your parents. Let's go back to our house. So they returned. Now, as this is the son, as he was born on the road, they call him the Pantaka. Pantaka means road. So Mr. Road, that is Mr. Road. That's all. And then after about 2 years, again she was conceived again, and the same thing happened. So she had to walk back again. And then she delivered the child again on the road again. So they also give this is the second son. They also give the name of the son Pantaka. So to differentiate, the elder one is called Mahapantaka, the great Mahapantaka, and the younger one is Sula Pantaka. So when the two sons become 10 years old and 8 years old, only then the husband agreed to take the wife and the two children to the rich man, to their parents. So now the two parents, they were very angry with their daughter, no, because no, she disobeyed them. No, she ran away with his servant. So they said, no, since you don't obey us and you ran away with his servant, so we don't take you back. So no, they cut off. They cut off. So they don't allow, they don't take her back. But the two, no, the two grandson, they are innocent. We'll keep them. So the husband and wife had to come back, no, as they don't allow them to live with them. So the two young boys, so no, they went to the Buddha's, no, the Buddha Jitavana monastery together with the grandparent. So when they come of age, the elder one, when come of age, so when you become the 19 years old, 19 years and 3 months, you can become imam. No, you can become imam. So the rule is 19 years, 3 months plus 9 months in the womb. So you are 20 years old. So you are allowed to become imam. So the elder son, as soon as he became of age, he requested to become imam. So at that time, as they revered the Buddha, so they willingly allow this grandson to become imam. Now after meditated, he became an arahat. He became arahat, and the Buddha gave him the duty. So to stay in the Jetavana monastery, there are 500 monks there. So the devotees, usually they come to invite, the like 5 monks, 3 monks to their house for offering food. So he has to assign which man should go to this man. So he was on duty there. Now the brother, when he came of age, he also wanted to become a monk. So his brother ordained him as a monk. Then he told his brother, now as a monk we have the duty. No, we have the duty. We should either learn the teachings of the Buddha, or we should undertake meditation. Now since you are young, you better learn some teaching of the Buddha. So he gave him just 4 lines, one poem, not just 4 lines, one gatha they call, Pali gatha, 4 lines, describing the attribute of the Buddha. Now you learn it by heart. So Chula Pansaka tried to learn it by heart for 3 months. For 3 months, for one vasa they call it. He didn't get it. He could not memorize it. As he could not memorize it, so his brother said, you are not worthy with the Buddha Sasana, the teaching of the Buddha. So tomorrow you disrobe. You go back to your grandparents, you live with your grandparents. So the Chula Pandaka, he didn't want to be disrobed. So he thought, his brother would not mean it, would not force him to disrobe. But at that evening, the well-known physician, they call it Jivaka. So who treat the wound of the Buddha on the toe when the Buddha got the wound. So he is very, very famous, Jivaka. So he came to Jetavana monastery to invite the Buddha and all the monks to his house tomorrow. So the Buddha accepted it, and he asked the Mahapandaka, how many monks are now? So Mahapandaka said, at present we have 500 monks. But tomorrow my brother is going to disrobe, so there are 499 monks. So Chula Pantaka, now he said, my brother really meant that I must disrobe. So he wept the whole night. So before dawn, he said, as I have to disrobe, so I better leave early, he said. So he went to the gate, to the gate of the monastery. The Buddha was waiting there. The Buddha already knew about this. So he was waiting there. He asked, my son, where are you going? Well, My brother said, I have to go, I have to be disrobed. So, I'm going to be disrobed, he said. Well, why he asked you to disrobe? Because I cannot learn that four-line gatha, four-line gatha, in 3 months, I cannot learn it. Well, I don't have a rule, such a rule that because a monk cannot learn just one gatha, he has to be disrobed. I don't have any such rule. So if you don't want to be disrobed, you can stay. So he was very glad already. Then the Buddha gave him a white piece of cloth. A piece of white cloth. So the Buddha, he could create it very easily. Now he told him, now you take this cloth. You go, you sit on the sand near my fragrant chamber, and you rub it. And you rub it and you meditate. Rajo haranam, rijo haranam, rijo haranam. So meaning, this cloth will not be soiled. This cloth will not be soiled. So you just meditate it. So, on time, Jivaka came to invite the Buddha, and 499 months, he invited to his house. So he built a big pavilion. So he accommodate all the Buddha and the monks, to sit in the pavilion. So, at that time, when the Buddha was alive, so when they serve food to the monks, they have to begin with the boiled rice. The boiled rice. The Buddha, he admired the boiled rice very, very much. So boiled rice should be, the serve first. So to serve the boiled rice, so Jivaka asked the Buddha to give him the alms bowl. Like the Buddha and the monk, they always they take their food from the alms bowl. So the Buddha just put his hand on the alms bowl. So that means you don't take my alms bowl. That means you don't take my alms bowl. That means he won't give his alms bowl. So Jivaka, he noted that. He said, "What's the reason?" He asked the Buddha. There's still one monk left in the monastery. One monk left in the monastery. So then, the Jivaka asked one servant, "You ran to the monastery and invited that monk to come." Now, when this man was running and when he about to get there, so the Chula Panthaka, he was very joyfully, he's meditating, Rajo Haranam, Rajo Haranam. And while he's rubbing, he found that the white cloth become soil. Become dirty. Then he contemplate. So this cloth is originally it is clean and white. Now it becomes soil. Why? Where's the dirt come from? It must be from my body. It must come from my body so that the cloth becomes soil. So now he looked into his body. So now by rubbing this, he already attained, like the excess jhana, at least he attained, and he may even attain the jhana actually. So he could see, when he looks at his body, when you attain the excess jhana or the jhana, when you look into your body, you can see penetratively all the organs. And then you can penetrate further to see the material groups that that make up the body, material groups. So material groups are rising and dissolving very rapidly. So at that time you don't see the body anymore. And now he can analyze material groups to see like conscious and mental factors, and also he could see his mind, consciousness and mental factor and material group into the ultimate materiality. And as he could see them arising, dissolving very rapidly, he undertook vipassana, reflecting the anicca, suffering, the impermanent, dukkha, suffering, anicca, anatta, not self. So he developed the 10 insight knowledges very quickly, very easily. And then he attained the 4 jhana, the 4 megha, one after another. He became Arahat. So, when he became Arahat, he also attained all the 5 mundane supernormal powers. So, so the Buddha said, if a person had attained the jhana in the past life, and he also developed supernormal power in the past life, now as soon as he became Arahat, he will attain all this supernormal power. So now Jula Pansaka, he had developed supernormal power before in the past life. So he got to attain the jhana and the vipassana very easily, because he had already done vipassana in the past life. So now when he did it, he can advance very quickly and he became Arahat. So seeing himself to be alone in the whole monastery, he created 1,000 identical persons. So he was occupying the whole monastery. So one was carrying water, one was sweeping, one was chanting, all these things. He was doing many things. So when that servant of the Jivaka came, he saw so many monks. He didn't know whom to invite. So he ran back. He told his master, Master, there are many monks in the monastery. Whom should I invite? So Jivaka told the Buddha again, there are many monks in the monastery. Whom should I invite? So ask your servant. So as soon as he see the first monk, just grabbed his robe and just tell him, Chula Pandaka, the Buddha is calling you. So the servant went again. So as soon as he saw the first monk, he tried to grab the arm. So all the created monks disappear. Only one monk is left. Oh, the Buddha is calling you. Well, in that case, you go back. No, I will follow. So he tried to take a bath and to put on his robes, and then he fly. As he has the supernormal power, he can fly in the air. So he got down. So he took his place where it is vacant there. So, just imagine Chula Pandaka could not learn probably 4-line gatha in 3 months. So you might say, like his brother said, he is not not suitable to the Buddha's preaching, Buddha's teaching. So we might regard him to be a 2-rooted person, but he is not 2-rooted. He is 3-rooted. He is 3-rooted. So now, in the case of the Buddha knew. So just by looking the mind of Chula Pandaka, he had already done. He already knew, the Buddha knew what he had done in the past. So he had already seen that he had attained this supernormal power, also have done the vipassana in the past life. And also the Buddha saw that in his past life, in one life, he was Maharaja. Maharaja means the little king, actually small king, in one province of the northern India. So one day, he went round his country, riding a white elephant, an elephant. So, like the king, they used to do like that. So, it was summer, it was hot, and then, with the costume of the Maharaja, that is, you have to put also the crown and all these things. He was perspiring. So when he passed by, he tried to clean his face, with a clean towel, a white clean towel. He tried to rub his face. And then he found that the towel was soiled, became dirty. Oh, my body is dirty. So he reflected that at that time. The Buddha knew that. And so now the Buddha created a white cloth and let him rub it and make it dirty. So because of the When he got reflect on that, he is planting the seed of the vipassana actually. And now when he did vipassana with the white cloth, so easily he got attain the jhana and then the path wisdom. Well, don't be discouraged. So just regard yourself to be tree-rooted. No? So if you study, so like Abhidhamma, you would understand. No? You will understand. No? It's not difficult. So I think they are making the recording. No? So you will get also the recording, the CD. So ask the office to make the CD for you. Then, so just by listening, and you have to read. Now, without reading, you cannot get it. And you remember, Abhidhamma is, we say, the higher teaching of the Buddha. And the Buddha is actually teaching the highest knowledge. The highest knowledge here. Like even science cannot go into, like the ultimate realities. Now the Buddha is teaching up to ultimate realities now. So it is the deepest, the highest, the knowledge here. So only when we understand this knowledge, we understand ourselves very well. We understand about our existence very well, about our minds very well. And in vipassana, you have to see all these mentality, materiality, like the consciousnesses and the mental factors that associate with these consciousnesses. Like yesterday, we enumerate those mental factors. You have to analyze the mind. All your mind in vipassana to see all these combination of consciousness and mental factors. Only then we say that your mentality, materiality, really. So now, if you exert the effort, so you can learn them. You can learn them in 10 days. But in the meditation, if you don't learn it now, you have to learn in meditation. So very difficult for you to learn during meditation. Here is very easy. All in the books here. So we are explaining to you. So try to exert the effort. So you are all busy, I know that. But still you have to find time to read at least one time. So if you exert the effort, you will understand. You will understand. It's very, very beneficial. Okay. So, we go to we finish only this slide. You know that take note, these 19 resultant consciousness, they perform the rebirth function, life continuum function, and death function. Now we can go to the next slide. You also have your chart there. So the next one is the avajjana, apprehending function. So avajjana, apprehending function, to take notice of the sense object. So it is performed by the two avajjana cheta. What are they? This is pancha Dwara vajjana, and the next one mano Dwara vajjana. Now dasana, seeing function, is performed by chakku dvi, means chakku viññāna dvi. So eye consciousness is called chakku viññāna, eye consciousness. So the two eye consciousness will perform seeing function. Now if you know that savana, hearing function, will be performed by two sota viññāna, ear consciousness. Gayana, gayana function, the smelling function, is performed by gana viññāna dvi, the two nose consciousnesses. And then sayana, the kicha, it is the tasting function, is performed by the two jiva viññāna, tongue consciousnesses. And then the pusana kicha is the touching function. Pusana, touching function, is performed by the two kaya viññāna, means the two body consciousness. So, and then sambadechana, receiving function, sambadechana. So receiving function is performed by the two Sampadechana Chaita. And Santirana, no, investigating function, is performed 3 Santirana. So there are 2 Upekha Santirana and 1 Somanasa Santirana. No, 2 Upekha Santirana and Somanasa Santirana. These are the 2 Sampadechana. No? And then the Javana and Vottabana is determining function. It is also performed by Mano-Dwara Vachana. No, the Mano-Dwara Vachana determine whether the sense object is good or bad. And then Javana Kicha is a perceiving function. So, the enjoying the taste of the sense object. And there are 55 Chaitas. 55 Chaitas. So, what are they? So if you read from here, they are the 12 Akusala Chaita. And then Hasitupada Chaita. And then this is, you divide this. 8 Mahakusala Chaita, 8 Mahakriya Chaita. And then, you come to here. So here, again you divide it. 9 Mahagata Kusala Chaita, 9 Mahagata Kriya Chaita, and 8 Lokuttara Chaita, altogether 55. And the way how we remember these 55 Chaita, so so I show here. So we are reading. These are the reading of this chart. So you go to the next page. We come to there are 55 Chaitas, which perform the perceiving function, Javana Kicha. So they are, we say this 12 Akusala Chaita. Now that the way they say here is 12 Akusala Chaita, 21 Kusala Chaita. So this is 12 Akusala Chaita, remember, altogether 12 Akusala Chaita here. If you add all these Kusala Chaita, in the brief method, you get 21 Kusala Chaita. And then it say, where it is, 55. So, 18 Kriya Chaita. The 2 Avajjana Chaita being accepted. So, and then also we put in 4 Phala Chaita. So 4 Phala Chaita is here, and then we say 18 altogether 20 Kriya Chaita. So we have to exclude the 2 Avajjana and all the rest. So the way we understand, remember this is by this phrase, Kuku Kari Phala. So if you know Kuku Kari Phala, you remember this 55 Chaita. So Kuku means all Akusala and all Kusala. So all Akusala is 12 Akusala. All Kusala is 21 Kusala. Kuku. Kri. So you have to take all Kriya Chaita, but you have to remember, you have to exclude the 2 Avajjana. So that means 18 Kriya Chaita. And then Phala. So when you say Phala, you have to take this Lokuttara Vipaka Chaita. They are the Phala Chaita, 4 of them. So these 4 Lokuttara Kusala Chaita are already included among this 21 Kusala Chaita. 8 plus, so 5 plus 4, 9, plus 8, 17. If you add 4, you get 21. So that is all these Kusala Chaita amount to 21. Kuku Kari Phala, 4 Phala. So you get 55. So that is the way we try to remember. And among these 55, the Javana Chaita. Javana Chaita, we call them the impulsive consciousness. Because they arise with great force. So we call them impulsive consciousness. So this 55 we divide into 2 groups. So 29 Kama Javana Chaita and 26 Apana Javana Chaita. So Kama Javana means those, the Javana Chaita that belong to the Kama Chaita. So that belong to the Kama Chaita is this Kama Vachara Chaita. So what are they? So Kuk we say, so 12 Agusala Chaita, 8 Mahagusala Chaita, you already get to the 29, 20, 12 plus 8, 20, and Kri. So in the Kri, so these are the Kri. So you have to exclude this two. So you have to take Hasitu Pada and this 8 Mahakriya Chaita. So 29. So they are the Kama Javana Kusala Chaita, Kama Javana Chaita, 29 of them. So, and Apana Javana means, Apana means absorption. So it refers to Jhana and Megha and Phala. So those Jhana, Megha, Phala Chaita, they are called Apana Javana Chaita. So they include 9 Megata Kusala Chaita, 9 Megata Kriya Chaita, 4 Megha Chaita and 4 Phala Chaita. So here, you can look from here. This is Kama Chaita. Up to here is 54 Kama Chaita. Now what are the Javana Chaita that belong in that are included in this Kama Chaita? 12 Agusala Chaita, and then Hasitupada Chaita, and here you have to take 8 Mahagusala Chaita and 8 Mahakriya Chaita. So altogether 29. Now these are Mahagada Jhana Chaita, Lokutra, they are Megha Chaita and Phala Chaita. So these are the Javana Chaitas are these two. So what are they? So we have to divide this here. 9 Mahagada Kusala Chaita, 9 Mahagada Kriya Chaita. So you get 18. And then you have 8 Lokutra Chaita, that is 4 Lokutra Kusala Chaita, Megha Chaita, and 4 Phala Chaita. This 8. So 26. So only when you attain the jhana, that's jhana, the chaita will arise as javana chaita. When you attain Megha and Phala, only then apana javana will arise. So in ordinary cases, when you are enjoying the taste of the sense objects, we enjoy with these 29 kama javana chaita. When you are enjoying the taste of the sense object, like in eating, like in listening to the song or watching the movie, so you are enjoying only with this the kama javana chaita. So they are quite important for us. So this javana chaita, they are actually the kama javana chaita contain the 12 agusala chaita, 8 mahagusala chaita. And then also in apana javana chaita, we contain like 9 mahagata kusala chaita. So they have the karma property. Akusala chaita and kusala chaita, they have the karma property. So these are the 17 kusala chaita. 8 plus 9. 9 mahagata kusala chaita. So they have the karma property and these have karma property. And they are the javana chaita. So the javana chaita are quite important. So try to remember them. So just like in the examination they may ask you, what are the 55 javana chaita? So if you know Kukri Phala, then you can answer. Or you may be asked, what are the 29 kama javana chaita? Then you should answer this. And that samely with the 26 javana chaita. Now number 13 is, there are 11 chaitas which perform registering function. The Dhalamana Kecha, these are the bottom one actually. The Dhalamana function is performed by 3 Sandirana Chaita and 8 Mahavipaka Chaita. So here is 3 Sandirana Chaita, 3 Sandirana Chaita, and then we put in 8 Mahavipaka Chaita, 11 No, 11, the Dalamana Chaita. So now we finish. No, so one, no, the one pleasant thing is all the Chaitas, no, they perform at least one function. So now all the 89 Chaitas, no, we are having here, all 89 Chaitas in brief, all of them, no, they perform at least one function. So now we take statistics here. Now if number of Kecha, if they perform one function, then we put down 1. If they perform 5 functions, then we put down 5. No? So if you look from here, this Javana Chaita 55. So they perform only the Javana function. So no, under them, you can see only one. Only one. No? These Javana Chaita, they perform only one function. And also we have, no, the here, no, some other Chaita. And the 5 function here is the 2 Upekha Sandhina Chaita perform 5 functions. So the function you can read from here. So what are the functions? So we say, no, there's 2 Upekha Sandhina Chaita. They perform Patisanthi, rebirth function, Pavinga, life continuum function, Chuti, death function, and then Santirana, investigating function, and then the Dalamana. No, the Dalamana is registering function. No, registering function, the Dalamana. So remember we say this, the 2 Upekha Santirana, they are included among the 19 rebirth consciousness. So, no, as they, no, included among rebirth consciousness, they perform all these 3 functions. No, for the woeful people, they are born with this Upekha Sandhina Chaita, and those retarded persons are born with this second, the Upekha Sandhina Chaita. So they perform, no, rebirth function, life continuum function, and death function. And also they perform Santirana. And now we say they also perform the registering function, no, the registering function. So here, no, the 8 Mahavipaka and the 3 Santirana. So now, after doing this, we give you, no, for review. So, no, there is a small table here. So what it means here, there are 68 Chaita that perform only one function. So that is, you can see from here, we say those 55 Javana Chaita, they perform only, no, one function each. And then, no, the 55, and then the 10 are these 10, no, Dvipanja Vinyana, they also perform one function each. Not like the 2 eye consciousness perform seeing function. The 2 ear consciousness perform the hearing function. So they perform one function each. 55 plus 10, you get 65. And that the remaining 3 is, no, we call 3 mind elements. So 3 mind elements refer to 2 Sampadechana Chaita and Panja Dwara Vachana Chaita. So if you put in this 3, you get 68. Now there are 2 consciousness that perform 2 functions. So we can see here 2. So now 1, 2 is the Somanasa Santirana Chaita. So it performs, no, Santirana, investigating function, and then the Dalamana, registering function. And the next one is, the 2 is Manodwara Vachana. It performs a Vachana, apprehending function, and then, no, the Vattapana, determining whether the sense object is good or bad. So now there are 9 Chaita performing 3 functions. So 9, 3. So here, now 9 consciousness and performing 3 functions. They are the 9 Mahakata Vipaka Chaita. So, no, we can see here, what are the functions they perform? So here you just go backward. Patisanthi, Pavinga, and Chuti. No, remember these Mahagata Vipaka Chaita, 9 of them, these 5 and 4. No, they perform the rebirth function, life continuum, and death function of Rupa Brahma. And these they perform the life, the rebirth function, life continuum, and death function of Arupa Brahma. So they perform 3 functions each. No, and then there are 8 Chaitas performing 4 functions. So here 8 Chaita performing 4 functions are the 8 Mahavipaka Chaita. Now what are the functions performed by them? Please say. Patisanti, Pavinga, Chuti, and Tadalamana. No? So remember this Mahavipaka. They perform the rebirth consciousness, life continuum, and death consciousness of human beings and celestial beings, and also they perform the Dalamana, the Dalamana function. Now there are 2 Chaita performing 5 functions. So they are these 5 functions performed by 2 Chaita, the 2 Upekha Santirana Chaita. So the 5 functions are 3 functions here, and then Santirana and the Dalamana. Okay. So quite interesting. So knowing this. Now we go to the next topic is functioning place. So in your book you can see functioning of place, page 99. Page 99. So functioning place called Thana in Pali. So we read, we try to read this first. Just read, you can understand. Thana means functioning place. As we need a place or office to carry out a particular job, so Chaitas need places to perform their functions. It is body substance of each Chaita which serves as the place of function, performing its function. The body substance of each Chaita refers to the Chaita itself. So the place of function of each Chaita is the same as the Chaita. There are 10 Thana, 10 the functioning places, because 5 related functions, that is 5 sense impressions, are performed in turn in a single Thana called Pancha Vijnana Thana. So this is the Pancha Vijnana Thana. This is Thana. They are 14 function. So Keja, 14 function, and also they are the 10 Thana. So this is regarded. These 5 functions are performed in one place. We call it the Pancha Vijnana Thana. So Pancha Vijnana Thana. The 5 functions performed in turn, in one place. So as 5 functions are they perform in the functioning place, so the number of Thanas would be 4 less than the number of function. So we get 14 function but 10 Thana. Now we say the Thana, the functioning place, are the same as the consciousness that perform that function. So Patisanti Thana, the Patisanti Thana would be these 19 Patisanti Chaita, rebirth consciousnesses. So these consciousnesses, when they perform rebirth function, they are known as Patisanti Chaita, rebirth consciousness. And when they perform Bhuvinga, life continuum function, they are known as 19 Bhuvinga Chaitas or life continuum. And when they perform the death function, they are known as death consciousness. So we say Bhuvinga Thana is also these 19 Bhuvinga Chaita. And Avajjana Thana is these two Avajjana Chaita, Pancha Dwara Vajjana and Mano Dwara Vajjana. And Pancha Vijnana Thana is this function. So what are the Chaita that perform these three? They are the 10 Dvipancha Vijnana, no? These 10 consciousnesses. And then the Sampadechana, no? Receiving, the place is the 2 Sampadechana Chaita. Santirana Thana is 3 Santirana Chaita. And Vattapana, determining the function in place, is Mano Dwara Vajjana that perform this Vattapana. No? And then we have Javana Thana is the 55 Javana Chaita. And then the Dalamana Thana is this 11 Dalamana Chaita. And finally, the dead Chuti Thana is 19 dead consciousnesses. So that is not very difficult. So this Dwara Sangha, the next topic is, again, you have already seen them. No, you already know the 6 Dwara. Now you know actually. So here Chaitas are classified, briefly according to the sense door. Dwara means door. There are 6 doors in our body through which outside senses can enter. Now, you can understand the meaning now. Chakku is the eye. Chakku Dwara would be the eye door. Now we can continue. Sota Dwara, the ear door. And the eye door is the Chakku Pasada. And Pasada is clear materiality in the eye. Ear door is clear materiality in the ear. Ghana Dwara is the nose door. It is Ghana Pasada. Again, this is clear materiality in the nose. Jiva Dwara is the tongue door. And it is clear materiality in the tongue, Jiva Pasada. Kaya Dwara is the body door. So they are also clear materiality in the body. So these 5 are called material door. They are materiality. But the 6th one is Mano Dwara, is the mind door. 19 Bhavinga Chaita. These 19 Bhavinga Chaita, they function as the mind door. So it is the mental door. It is the mind door or the mental door. So the first 5 are the material door. So these are we call the words in brackets refer to the essential element that represent this door. So when we say the eye door, it does not mean the whole eye. It does not mean the whole eye. The whole eye, it means only clear materiality in our pupil. In the eye pupil, you have clear materiality there. And actually, like the dentists know, there are 7 layers of clear materiality. So, they serve as the eye door. As it is clear materiality, the visible objects appear in this clear materiality. They just like the mirror. And because they appear there, then we see this object. So this clear materiality actually determines, it functions as the eye door. And the ear door, they say clear materiality in the ear. So according to science, they say we have the eardrum. So when I speak here, so I make vibration in the air. So the air vibration, when they make contact with the eardrum also vibrates as the air molecules. So we know the sound by the vibration. But according to the Buddha, the Buddha said, so this eardrum also have clear materiality, and that is sensitive to the sound, and it knows the sound. And now the nose door is the Ghana Pasada, clear materiality in the nose. So inside the nose, there are in the under the surface of the skin there. So we have this clear materiality we call no, the Ghana Pasada. And the tongue door is Jiva Pasada. It is also under the surface of the tongue. No, we have this clear materiality. And the body door is Kaya Pasada, clear materiality under the outer skin. So every place where we try to touch, we are aware of the touch. And because at that place, this body door, Kaya Pasada, is present. So these, the clear materiality, Pasada, Pasada Rupa we call, clear materiality, they cannot be seen by the eye. They cannot be seen by the eye. So even like the doctors, they would look under through the microscope. So though they look through the microscope, they are looking with their eye. So as they are looking with their eye, they cannot see this clear materiality. They don't see clear materiality. But if you can develop the jhana, then you try to analyze your body, then you have to see this clear materiality. You have to see them. So you can see them as to be very clear, just like the block of ice. Like we say in the meditation, when you can see this clear materiality in the whole body, so the whole body turns like a block of ice. A block of ice. Clear, clear, transparent, transparent, clear, transparent. So when you see that block of the ice, the clear materiality, so like Pa-Auk say, you try to break this block of ice, by reflecting the four elements, Patwi, Abho, Tejo, Vayo, in this block of ice, then it breaks down. So when it breaks down, you can see material groups that make up the body. So only material groups arising and dissolving. So you don't see the body anymore. Whatever you see only material group. So like you look at the wall, only material groups. You look at here, only material groups arising and dissolving. So when you can see up to that level, so in the insight meditation, we can see them as clear materiality. So the Buddha called them Pasada Rupa, clear materiality. Now they serve as the sixth sense door. So the six, there are also six sense objects, according to we will see later on. So these sense objects, like the visible object, they appear in the eye door, and the sound appear in the ear door, the smell appear in the nose door, and the tangible object, the touch, appear in the body door. So in the mind door, all sense objects can appear in the mind door. The mind door is very powerful, very powerful. Not just like we say consciousness and mental factors. No form, no shape, cannot be seen under microscope. You cannot see, but you can see with the mind eye, because they appear in the mind door, and if you can see with the jhana chaita, you can see them. You can see the mind. So, okay. Now we try to the sixth sense door, and now the next topic is the consciousness that arises in each door. The consciousnesses that arise in each door. Now we say 46 chaita arise in connection with the eye door. So that means when a visible object appears in the eye door, now series of consciousness have to arise and dissolve in order to know that object. Now we think that as soon as visible object appears in the eye door, then eye consciousness see it. So it's not like that. So you have to go according to you have to do this function. This function. So these three functions are Patisanti, rebirth function, Bhavinga, life continuum function, and Chuti, death function. They are performed by 19 Bhavinga chaita, and they are also called 19 rebirth consciousness, And they are also called 19 dead consciousnesses. So, these 19 Cheta, we say, they do not appear in the door. They don't appear in this sixth sense door. They don't appear in the sixth sense door. So when we say, as soon as you are conceived in the mother's womb, in the mother's womb, at that time you don't have any of the door yet. So you are conceived, you are conceived in the mother's womb. So in the mother's womb, So actually, they say like the ovum of the mother and the sperm of the father, they combine to form the fertilized egg. They call it fertilized egg. They call zygote. So this zygote attaches to the wall of the womb. So the baby becomes conceived. So when the baby becomes conceived there, so the Buddha said, this ovum and the sperm from the mother and the father, they are just supporting materiality. They are just supporting materiality. So a living being must die somewhere, and then it will become conceived in this the zygote. Only then this zygote becomes conceived and become pregnant. So nowadays the scientists can produce the test tube baby, we say. Those couples who do not have any children. So they can so the scientists can help them to get the children. So they take the ovum of the mother and put in a test tube, and then put the sperm of the father, and then they look at that. So when the one sperm so penetrates into the ovum becomes the fertilized. So they take this fertilized egg and put it into the mother's womb. So if this fertilized attached to the womb, so they regard it to be conceived. Not to be conceived. But they found that not all those conceived produce baby. Some of them, they don't have a baby. So that means if the baby is not conceived here, it dies there, and then its rebirth consciousness arises in here. Then only it will be conceived. If the rebirth consciousness of the baby does not arise in here, there is no baby is conceived here. So the baby does not come from the sperm and the ovum of the mother and the father. Does not come from here. They come from another life. So they die there, and their karma produce rebirth consciousness here. So in the womb. So at that time, not just the sperm and the zygote. No eye, no such thing. So we say, that the rebirth consciousness, do not appear in any sense door. It just become conceived in the mother's womb. Just become conceived there, and soon after, the rebirth consciousness arise and dissolve. Then life continuum arise and dissolve one after another, keep arising. So they are just arising in there, in the womb there. So they don't appear in any door. And later we say the life continuum itself serve as the mind door. We say the mind door is the life continuum. It serves as the mind door. So these three, we don't know them. We don't know them. So now we say, when you don't know anything, and when you are asleep, life continuum is arising in you, one after another, but we don't know. We don't know because they don't appear in any sense door, and they are not processed, step by step to know them. So that is the reason we don't know, our life continuum arising, and the sense object that they take, we don't know, because we need not know it. And the sense object that they take is the near-death sign. When the baby or when that person is about to die in the previous life. So we say when you are about to die, of the many karma in your mental stream, when you are about to die, they compete with each other. No? They compete with each other, and one of them will have the chance to bear result. And that karma that has the chance to bear result appear in your mind door. Appear in your mind door. No? So if it appear in your mind door, then you will remember the karma that you did at that time. No? The karma that appear there. And as I said, now you are producing when you are listening to Abhidhamma, you are producing moral karma by billions, many thousand billions every. So 1 second you get 1,000 billion. 1 minute you get 60,000 billion. 1 hour you get 3,600 billion, 1,000 billion. So that means you have many good karma. No? So when you perform evil action, also you get billions of bad karma. So in your mind, in your mental stream, all these karma, they are following you. Now when you are about to die, so they all compete with each other. And then one karma that appear, that have the chance to bear result, appear in the mind door. If it appear in the mind door, only the karma arises in the mind door. So karma is volition, we say, the property of the volition. So the property of the volition, so the volition that you perform that karma, so arise again. We say recurring of the previous volition. So some volition similar to that arises at that time. So if the present karma, this you are developing now, if one of them have the chance to bear result at the time of near death, then you will remember, oh, I am attending Dr. Mon's Abhidhamma class in Pa-Auk Meditation Center. So if you remember that, you know that one of this karma is bearing result. And sometimes that karma is the volition, it's not distinct. Now, when it is not distinct, we say karma nimitta. The object that you have seen or you have heard at that time appear. So at the time of near death, you can see what you see now. You may see me and this church, or you may hear my voice. Then you should also know that it is karma nimitta. And sometimes that object is again not distinct. And the object related to the place where you are going to be reborn, become distinct. So those who are going to be reborn in celestial realm, they saw the celestial mansion, they saw celestial beings. And those who are going to be reborn in hell, they saw the hellfire, the hellhounds coming to bite them, so they are scared. So you watch the people when they are about to die. So if they die very peacefully, it's good death. They are going to be born in some pleasant, peaceful realm. So some people, if they get scared when they're about to die, they're going to be born in the bobo state. In the bobo state, maybe in hell. So, okay. So we don't know that near death sign. Soon after it appears, you die. So when you die and you are conceived as a rebirth consciousness, and this rebirth consciousness must have the sense object to arise, otherwise it cannot arise. So it retakes that near death sign. So we say, they belong to your past existence, so that you cannot know them. You cannot know them. And you want to know them, you come and meditate here. So when you can look back to your past existence, so at that time, what is that near death sign that arises? You can see it. You can see it. If you are interested, so you are welcome. No, sure. When Okansa is also waiting for you to come and meditate. Okay. So, when a visible object appears in the eye, we always begin with this, with this avachana function. So it has to go through according to this, the cognitive process, we say, not the process of cognizing to know the sense object. So avachana, if it is on the five sense door, so it would be, which one will appear? Pancha Dwara Vachana. So we say Pancha Dwara Vachana. Now will apprehend the sense object, take notice of the sense object, confront the sense object. And then it directs the following mental stream towards the object. So now after avachana function, now Pancha Dwara Vachana arises just one, just one conscious moment. So remember, even in one snap of the hand, 1,000 billion chitta arise and dissolve. One consciousness, that means very short time. 1,000 billion part. You divide it, this 1,000 billion part, you take only one part. So one consciousness very quick, finish. And then the next function must be done. So if it is in the eye, dasana function must follow. So who performs dasana function? The dasana function is performed eye consciousness. So we say, chakku vijnana, eye consciousness, seeing, doing the same function. So at one time only one consciousness appear. So we say at one time only one eye consciousness will appear. Now if the sense object is the unpleasant, it is the result of the past bad karma. So akusala vipaka, eye consciousness arises at that time. If the sense object is not pleasant and you desirable, it is due to your past good karma at that time. Kusala vipaka, eye consciousness will arise. It will arise only one at a time. But here we are trying to enumerate all the chitta that can arise. So then we take then two eye consciousness. We take two eye consciousness. Now after dasana, you have to go to the next function. So we say only one function is performed at one time in this pancha vijnana thana. Now you go to the next. Sampadechana will be performed by Sampadechana chitta. So as there are two Sampadechana also, so we say there are two Sampadechana that can take part. Then you have to go to Santirana, investigation. So there are three Santirana chitta, so we put down three. Then you go down the next, Vuttapana, have to determine whether the sense object is good or bad. So it is done by Mano Dwara Vachana. So we put in Mano Dwara Vachana 1. Then after you determine whether it is good or bad, then the next function is Javana. So we say when you are knowing or enjoying the taste of the sense object, only Kama Javana Chitta arise. So that is the one of the 29 Javana Chitta will arise at that time. So after that, after Javana function, you have to go to Dhalamana, registering function. So it is performed by 311 chitta, but this 3 Sandirana already taken here. Already taken 3 Sandirana. So we don't put in the Sridana anymore. We just put this 8 Mahavipaka. So we say the Dhalamana chitta is 8. So if you combine them, you get 46. That means if when the sense object appear in the ear door, now what are the chitta that can arise? So altogether we say the 46 chitta arise in connection with the eye door, here. So 46 of them. So if you know this, so we are just getting from here. No? So, like the Kama Javana, you already know that there are 29 Kama Javana, so we put down all 29 here. But at one time, only one Javana Chitta will arise. No? So, the Kama Javana are these, no? The 12 Akusala, and then 8 Kusala, and then these, no? The 9 Kriya. Only the, the Kriya Chitta arise in Arahats. So, in non-Arahat, only Kuku, Akusala or Kusala will arise, no, in us, in us. So when you the Manodwara Vajana makes determination, the sense subject to be very beautiful and desirable. At that time, one of Lopa Mula Chitta will arise, no, as Javana. So when the Manodwara Vajana make determination, oh, the sense subject is hateful. No, it's my enemy, I don't want to see, then dosa mula chitta will arise. So if the sense object is just like imang, the very venerable, then at that time you say, oh, it's very venerable. Then mahakusala chitta will arise at the javana chitta. So only one at a time. So when when you add up all that can arise, then we get 29 Kama Javana Chitta. So if you know this, then for the ear door, the same thing. The 46 Chitta arise in connection with the ear door. So the Chittas are the same just like here. So instead of 2 eye consciousnesses, you just change into 2 ear consciousnesses. The same thing. And for the nose door, you put in 2 nose consciousnesses. And for the tongue door, you put in 2 tongue consciousnesses. And for the body door, you just put in 2 body consciousnesses. So you have 46 each, and we give that in this chart. So this is the chart that describes this. So we say these are the 6 sense door. Now what are the 6 sense door? The name of Dwara. So please read then one more. Chakku Dwara, the eye door. Soda Dwara, the ear door. Gana Dwara, the nose door. Jiva Dwara, the tongue door. Kaya Dwara, the body door. And then we have Mano Dwara, the mind door. Now when we say the sense object appears in the eye door, so we begin. So here, so we say Pancha Dwara Vajana arise here. 1 here. And after Pancha Dwara Vajana, you have 2 Chakku Vijnana. And then after 2 Chakku Vijnana, you have to go to Sambadechana. So after that, you have to go here to Sambadechana. And then 3 Santirana. And then 1 Vattapana. And then 29 the Kama Javana. And then 8 Dalamana. You have to take 8 Dalamana. So here we give you the sign. So you get 46. So when you go to the ear door, instead of 2 eye consciousness, you take 2 the ear consciousness. For the nose door, you take 2 nose consciousness. For the tongue door, 2 tongue consciousness. To the body door, 2 body consciousness. So for the 5 doors, how many Chitta do you have? For 1 door, there's 46. For the next 4 door, you add in this 8 consciousness. So if you add 8 to 46, what do you get? 54 Chitta, and those 54 Chittas are these 54 Kama Vachara Chitta. So that's why we say these 54 Kama Vachara Chitta arise mostly in living beings, in us. Now number 6, we have to go to number 6. Number 6 is 67 Chitta arise in the mind door. So, so when the sense object appear in the mind door, so we begin from the avajana again. We begin from avajana again. So this time, it's not Pancha Dwara Vajana. Which one will arise? Mano Dwara Vachana Chaita will arise. No? Apprehending, and then this Mano Dwara Vachana, no, it performs two functions, remember? So after it apprehending or taking notice of the sense object, it also performs determining function, Vuttapana. It determines whether the sense object is good or bad. So we say Mano Dwara Vachana, performing, apprehending, and determining. So after determination, no, Vuttapana. So you just go straight to Jhavana, because you already determined whether it is good or bad. So in the case of Jhavana, no, in ordinary case, when you are just enjoying the taste of the sense object, so we say, no, the 29 Kama Jhavana Chaita will arise at that time. Now when you in meditation, when you attain the jhana, megha and phala, at that time apana jhavana chaita will arise. So that means all the 55 jhavana chaita arise in the mind door. No, arise in the mind door. And then in the case of the dhalamana, after jhavana you get the dhalamana. So you have to put in all these 11 the dhalamana, 3 sandhirana and 8 the mahavipaka. So altogether, how many chaita arise in the mind door? 67 chaita arise in the mind door. So, please take note of this. We have to continue tomorrow about this. So for tonight, we stop here. Okay. All right, let's say prayers. Imaya Dhammanu Dhamma Padipatiya Buddham Bujemi. Imaya Dhammanu Dhamma Padipatiya Dhammam Bujemi. Imaya Dhammanu Dhamma Padipatiya Samgam Bujemi. With our holy practice, which is in accord with the 9 supramundane Dhammas, we pay obeisance to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. Idhamme punyam asvekkaya vaham hotu. May these merits of mine lead me to the extinction of all defilements. Idhamme punyam nibbanasa paccaya hotu. May these merits of mine be conducive to my attainment of Nibbana. Imam no punya bhagam sabba saddhanam dema. Imam no punya bhagam sabba saddhanam dema. Imam no punya bhagam sabba saddhanam dema. We share our merits with all sentient beings. May all sentient beings obtain the share of our merits and be well and happy always. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May you be happy and well always, and may you learn Abhidhamma and attain enlightenment soon.